Another trend that people say just makes sense for the spring is What's good, guys? It's me, Becca Lynn, and today we are talking 2026 spring fashion trends. Let's get into it. Jumping right on into the first trend. I will say I hadn't seen any for colors specifically, which I thought it was very interesting. I feel like most times when we do the trends videos, there's always a color, but I have not really seen anything. I think there are two categories that are somewhat close in this way, I guess. First, we'll just start off with color blocking as an overall general thing. We are going out of the monochrome. We are staying away from patterns, allegedly. I won't be. Trends will be. Because of that, disclaimer, just want to say you do not have to follow any of these trends. They are just trends. They come and they go. Honestly, I like to use them for inspiration for different ways. I like to see what everyone else is doing, but that does not mean that you have to follow them to be fashionable. As I always say, you do you, I'm gonna do me, and we could just look at them together because that's just fun. Going back into that, color blocking is something that I probably won't participate in just because I don't typically wear a lot of different colors and I do like patterns. So it's quite opposite for me, but that is a trend for this season. So just block color. We are not doing monochrome looks. It is a little bit difficult because you want to make sure that the colors look good together. You know, when people like, you can't mix yellow and red or without looking like McDonald's or ketchup and mustard. You know, there are certain ways to do certain things with green and red, with Christmas, and like there's just so many colors that people are like, you can't even wear those together. You just have to find the right shades, the right hues of the colors, and you can make it work. It is a little bit more difficult, and I don't know if I will see this super much, but I have seen it on the websites that I was doing research through, so I wanted to mention that straight off the bat since I didn't really see any colors. Another thing that falls into this somewhat same category is dark denim. We are staying away from the light wash denim, which is really surprising because spring, you think lighter, you think airy, bright, but this year they're focusing on the dark denim, which I honestly actually really like. It tends to seem more rich, more polished, more upgraded than the light wash denim, which weirdly enough, like in my brain, I don't know how that makes sense, but it does. I don't know how to describe why things work the way they do, but it does. So I can see that, like the dark wash denim is more of an elevated denim color, I guess. I've not really ever been into dark wash denim other than like black or gray, but I can really see it working and coming in this season. I think it actually looks really, really nice. I do actually have a dark pair of denim jeans. They have the big wings on the back, which a lot of people ask me where I got those. I did get them from Forever 21, so I don't know if you'll be able to find them, but yeah. So I can definitely see it. I've really been getting into it because of these jeans. I haven't found any other dark wash denim that I've liked, but I haven't really been searching for it. But now that I know that this is a trend, maybe I'll keep my eye out a little bit. For accessories, I saw a lot of people talking no big bags. We are doing clutches now. I don't love that. I don't like having to hold something. I'd rather be hands-free, but clutches are on their way back. I feel like it's definitely also a more elegant, upgraded style. I've only ever seen them really like if I was to like get really dressed up and be really formal, but I guess there are ways and people are making them more casual, so I thought that one was a little bit interesting. But clutches is a thing. If you are to keep a regular bag, as I am probably going to do, a lot of people are using handkerchiefs in not only just styling a bag a better way, but just in general. But apparently bag charms are on the way out. Apparently look too childish now, which, okay, like I was just having fun, whatever. I'm still gonna be hanging that all off of my bags and everything. I think it's still very fun because you could still, again, continue to do whatever you like because it's really all about what you prefer and what you like. But apparently they're on the way out. People are using handkerchiefs, they're tying them to the bag. I actually already have one on my bag, so maybe I started it, just kidding. But as I said, they are using them in other ways as well, tying them around belts, around your neck, around your head. I even styled them as tops in one of my recent videos, so if you'd like to see that, you can go check that video out. Yes, those little satin headscarves, handkerchiefs are very in. I really like it. I feel like it is a really good way to elevate an outfit because if we're doing like nothing crazy print wise, size, you can do that as a little accessory, as a little bit of a pop. It's something so subtle, which is like the point of accessories. They're so subtle, but they can really just elevate the look in so many different ways. Also, we saw a lot of people tying it around their waist, remember? Coming out of tops. We talked about that in the fashion trends just overall this year. I knew that I was gonna be seeing that soon. Next for accessories is elongated accessories. And now that's not just necklaces, that is earrings. I saw some people with like longer rings. I saw a lot of people talking about like they were done with layering necklaces. T feels like they're coming for me, but they're going with more of like a statement, elongated necklace, which is still really nice and definitely good for the spring and summer, because I know I always say that I want to layer up in jewelry in the summer because I don't want to layer up in clothes, but people still get hot if they have too many things around their neck. So I understand that. I guess there's a lot of elongated things. When I do these videos, I really look in multiple sources. Like I look through a bunch of websites, fashion influencers, all these people, and I try to like gather all the things that I see the most, because once in a while some person will say something and I'm like, where did you even get that? No one else even mentioned anything close to that. So I try to gather all the things that are the most similar so I could tell you the more popular ones, I guess. But once in a while I'll get things that are like complete opposite of each other. So I did have one influencer describing that everything's gonna be elongated, like even bags and sunglasses, the straight across the face sunglasses. But then I saw more people talking about the big round oversized sunglasses, which is what I feel like I have been seeing. I've definitely been seeing both. Just because we're talking about trends doesn't mean things are out of trend. I have really been into the skinnier ones, but I have really been looking for a bigger, rounder pair because those are like what I've been seeing. Maybe it's just like the influencers, not even fashion influencers, but just the influencers that I tend to look at a lot are in that like still Y2K kind of world, which I love. So I'm seeing it a lot. But yeah, so I had a couple more people talking about the bigger round sunglasses than the skinnier ones. But I think honestly, we can all agree that like aviators are always in style, but it's not like that's the thing this year. Just something I noticed and I wanted to share. If you have been here for a little bit, I did recently talk about how much I think that sunglasses can really elevate a look. Like I said earlier, little things. It's the little things that can do so much. So definitely grab a pair of sunglasses. I say grab a pair of each, the elongated thin ones and the big round ones. Just gather a bunch of sunglasses. Change up any look. I love it. One thing that I'm actually so excited about is the military-esque jacket, or someone called it like the Napoleon jacket. I'm not sure. It's the one with all like the buttons down both sides. One influencer said, you don't want it to look too Pirates of the Caribbean, and I'm like, hey, yeah, I do. Actually, that's exactly what I want. But there are ways, if you are not into that, like I am, there are ways to style this kind of jacket in just a way cool way that will not give Pirates of the Caribbean. They're taking out the jean jacket. Obviously, a jean jacket is always going to be a popular go-to, but if you want to be a little bit more on top of the trends, this is what we are focusing on. You can find denim jackets that are styled like that with the buttons down the side, so you kind of get the best of both worlds. I'm really going to be on the lookout for one of these, especially now that I know they're in style. Like, I've always liked that look, but now that I know, I'm like, I'm definitely gonna have to be finding one of these. Another two things that I think are I don't know if they're considered the same kind of pant or what, but another pant that is perfect for spring are capris slash gauchos. Now, I think that the difference is that a capri tends to be a little bit more on the tighter side and a gaucho is a little bit looser, but they always tend to hit around like mid-calf. I have really been okay with this. We have talked about this for, I want to say, a couple of our last trend videos. There's definitely been coming out. I talked about them last year for sure. Wasn't seeing them as much, but I really feel like this year is the year that they're definitely like popping off. I like the look of them on other people. I don't know how I would feel on my own body. I have really long legs, so I don't know if that is actually good for my body shape or what. I should do a video on proportions, shouldn't I? Yeah, we could figure out what looks the best. But I do really like the look of them. I have stayed away from them because I am a little bit afraid, but they do look fun. I have seen so many people style them in so many cute ways, the capris and the gauchos, and I'm really surprised the gauchos because I know a lot of people were like, this is a little bit of like a throwback, like a little bit of a trauma, because people would wear these was like in middle school and high school, and I'm just like, oh my god, yeah. I might have owned a pair. I can't remember. I feel like I could see myself wearing like gauchos with like DC sneakers, and I'm like, I don't know if that went together. That seems like something I've worn. I don't remember though, but I wouldn't be surprised. I'm excited to see how people style them. I have no hate towards them. I don't know if I'll personally wear them, and I'm very interested in seeing more. Another trend that people say just makes sense for the spring is a polo top. I personally don't like polos at all. I really don't. It doesn't help that both of my jobs are telling me that I can wear polos at work rather than a button-up shirt, and I'm like, I actually would rather wear a button-up shirt personally. I don't know if it's the fabric. I don't know if this also again takes me back to my middle school days. Like, I really feel like a lot of people were wearing polos, and I was just like, I don't think I like the look of it. I don't know. I have personally stayed away from them. We'll see. Obviously, our minds change all the time. I know mine does. But as of recently, I'm not very into them, but I know a lot of people do like them for the spring. They tend to be a more comfortable material. They come in a lot of short sleeves. I think a lot of like the big part of it is the collar. A lot of people were focusing on the collar, which you can get with just a regular button-up shirt, but it's fine. You guys can do whatever you want. I'm gonna continue with my regular button-up shirts instead of polos. I'm just continuing on with the middle school and high school clothing throwbacks. Like, this is like really crazy. I was just talking about this the other day. I did not even know it was a trend. I was at the store with my friend and we were like, moccasins? We're like, oh my god, I remember this. This was so long ago. I didn't even realize that they were coming back. That's why they were in the store. I didn't even put those two things together. Moccasins, I feel, is very interesting. Someone described it as a good middle ground between a boat shoe and a loafer, which I can definitely see. Boat shoes were allegedly very big last year. That is not something that I saw personally, but I also am in the way more of an alternative scene, and I don't think many alternative people would wear a boat shoe. Kind of quite opposite. But I know a lot of us wore loafers, so I could see it being a good combo of both. I'm not mad at it. I don't know if I'll participate in it. I feel like every season there is some sort of sporty thing specifically sticking out. Over the past couple seasons or trend videos I've done, we've talked about like thin athletic sneakers. We did the track pants. Now we are on to the windbreaker. I do actually really like the look of some windbreakers. I think they can be very, very stylish, and it is perfect again for this type of year. It is very windy. It gets chilly some days. The windbreaker is a perfect light coat. I think it looks really cute. Again, at the same store that I saw the moccasins at, I also saw the windbreakers. Again, didn't put two and two together. Didn't do it at all. I've always been really interested in the way that people style them. I don't know if it fits in with my style, but I really do like the way they look. I think there are definitely some stylish ones that I would love to see styled. I think it's pretty cool. And then I saw people talking about balloon pants. I don't know if that is the correct term for them, but I feel like this is in the same category as like those bloomer pants, but just like a wide leg pant are just out. They're gonna be wide and then cinch at the bottom. I just feel like it's like a way bigger jogger, I guess, but not a sweatpant. They're pants. It makes sense because we did have those barrel jeans. They just go out and then in a little bit. So this makes sense. I'm not really surprised. I did see it. Like, it like took me a second, but I was like, you know what? This does make sense. Another thing that I don't know if I will particularly be taking a role in. I can maybe see wearing the bloomer pants. I don't know. I've seen some people style them and I do like them. And there you go. There are some spring fashion trends for this year, 2026, that I have found. I tend to go over a couple different websites and look through some influencers' posts just to make sure that I am on top of it all. I gather all the ones that I see the most, and I like to share those with you guys here today. If you are excited about any of those, or you are like, you obviously missed one, please comment that down below because I would love to know. I do like talking about trends and looking over them, even if I don't particularly want to participate. I really enjoy it. So if you want to comment that down below while you are down there, if you could press the like and subscribe button, that would be absolutely amazing. I love you guys so much, and I guess I will see you next week.